Hello everyone, and welcome to my General Hospital 24H News channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Taj Bellows' character T.J. Ashford from General Hospital frequently looks to his uncle Curtis, Donnell Turner, for paternal guidance. After all, Tommy, Curtis' brother, passed away many years ago, so T.J. was fatherless, or was he? Since TJ's beginnings can be a little unclear, allow Soap Central to explain his past. In 2012, TJ, played by Chris Meyer and Tequan Richmond as a teenager, moved to GH to live with Sean Butler, Sean Blakemore, a right-hand man of Sonny Corinthos, Maurice Benard. Before Sean took him in, his mother was prepared to send the 14-year-old to military school. Sean felt responsible for Tommy Ashford's death and thought he had a duty to care for TJ when his mother was unable to do so. He made friends with Molly, played by Hayley Poulos at the time, who schooled him and guided him through high school in Port Charles. His mother, Jordan Ashford, played by Vanessa Antoine at the time, came to PC to pick up her son after TJ fell in love with Molly but also got into trouble several times. Jordan made the decision to remain in his new house when TJ did. When Jordan came to town, TJ's life didn't get any simpler. In actuality, TJ's life grew considerably more emotional and complex as he discovered some hard realities. Initially, Jordan and Sean disclosed that after Tommy learned about Jordan and Sean's romance, Sean had defended himself by shooting Tommy. To make things worse, it was discovered that Sean and Jordan had an intermittent relationship, which was the cause of TJ. After all, Tommy wasn't TJ's father. His biological father was the man who served as his guardian. Jordan's true motivation for sending TJ to live with Sean was also made public. She wanted to keep her son away from her job as a DEA undercover agent. Sean was caught and given a prison sentence for his suspected involvement in the shooting of Hayden Barnes, Rebecca Budig, and his involvement in Sonny's organization shortly after it was discovered that he was his biological father. Including his grandfather Marshall, Robert Gossett, Uncle Curtis, and Aunt Stella, Vernee Watson, TJ still identifies as an Ashford and regards Tommy Ashford's family as his own. In fact, he named his stillborn child Irene after the mother of Tommy and Curtis. Jordan, played by Tanisha Harper, is a perfect fit for the Ashford clan because he was also married to Curtis for a short years. Following his eventual release from prison in 2021, Sean and TJ resumed their romance. TJ did not have any animosity towards Sean, despite the fact that he found it difficult to consider him his father. Although Sean moved out in 2022, TJ and Sean are thought to remain in contact. Maybe we'll get to see Sean again so that he and TJ can develop a true father-son bond. Updates and teasers for Monday, December 9's episode of General Hospital, GH, hint at Christmastime flirting, defensive stances, and untenable scenarios. Lucky Spencer, Jonathan Jackson, engages in Christmas flirtation. Laura Collins, Jeannie Francis, is irritated by an unworkable scenario, and Cyrus Renault, Jeff Kober, adopts a defensive stance. Port Charles is decked out for Christmas in the GH teaser for Monday, December 9th, while Gio Palmieri, Giovanni Mazza, lets loose with excitement. As he says, good things happen in small packages. He is thinking about Christmas presents while surrounded by Christmas trees and lights. He seems to be saying hello to someone he hasn't seen in a long time. Is there anyone home for Christmas? Christmas dinner is on the horizon, despite the Quartermaines seeming to have bypassed Thanksgiving. Will it be pizza, a turkey, or a victory? Cyrus tries to defend himself to Dex Heller, Evan Hofer, who is reportedly on duty and questioning him, in another scene at what looks to be Rice Plaza. There are still unanswered questions about how Lulu Spencer's, Alexa Havens Bruning, life support was turned off and who administered Sam McCall, Kelly Monaco, Digitalis, which resulted in a deadly heart attack. Sam passed away on Halloween night, even though Lulu's ventilator had malfunctioned earlier. Cyrus quietly and clearly informs Dex that he wasn't at the hospital on Halloween to see Lulu. During the GH preview, a furious Laura lashes out at someone, perhaps her husband Kevin Collins, John Lindstrom, saying, it's just not going to work. Since there hasn't appeared to be any conflict in paradise, one wouldn't assume she is discussing their marriage. Instead, she might be discussing space for Lulu to stay at their apartment. There isn't enough space for everyone to live in their house, including Ace Prince Cassadine, Joey and Jay Clay, Lucky, and maybe others. When Spencer Cassadine, Nicholas Alexander Chavez, and Esme Prince, Avery Kristen Pohl, were staying there, it was packed. Or is it something else that is frustrating Laura? Lucky, who is also close to the Christmas displays, is flirting with Elizabeth Baldwin, Rebecca Herbst, over the holiday season. "Who are you, and what have you done with Elizabeth?" he asks of beaming Elizabeth, grinning. In private, Elizabeth has contemplated a reunion and Lucky's return to town. She has shared some of her thoughts with her longtime friend Terry Randolph, Cassandra James. However, she is currently far more worried about Lucky remaining for their kid, Aiden Weber, Colin Cassidy. She is, however, becoming more receptive to the possibility that Lucky might simply stay a little while longer this time. After Ava Jerome's, Maura West, acquittal, she and Molly Lansing Davis, Kristen Vaganos, have a conversation in Alexis Davis's, Nancy Lee Grahn, house. As the verdict was pronounced, Christina Corinthos Davis, Kate Monsey, appeared to be about to lose consciousness. After Christina regained her composure, she and Molly had a brief argument because Christina didn't like that Molly had concluded that her fall was a terrible accident. Molly warns Alexis that they may lose Christina if she supports her. Since they lost Sam, Molly seems to have changed her perspective on losing sisters, therefore this is an odd statement from her. Finally, Christina is seen with her father, Sonny Corinthos, Maurice Bernard, in the GH preview for Monday, December 9th. Sonny responds that he could have some ideas when she asks if he has any. It sounds like Sonny might make her a more permanent offer to stay there with him. Since she appears to be on the point of spinning, he can monitor her and has the room. Editors have picked all of the highlighted goods and services on their own. On orders placed through its retail connections, Soaps.com might get paid a commission, and the retailer might get some auditable data for their records. Since emerging from her coma on General Hospital, Lulu has undoubtedly experienced her fair share of shocks. It has been revealed that Dante moved on with Sam, who later passed away while donating his liver to Lulu. Seeing how Rocco has matured and discovering that Charlotte has disappeared into thin air with Valentine are two examples. Additionally, her father Luke is dead, her brother Nicholas is incarcerated, her uncle Cyrus is a monster, and her nephew Spencer has a son named Ace. And apparently perished after going under the sea. It makes sense that Lulu is struggling to process everything, but what if she doesn't have to? Due to the fact that Lulu's response to Laura informing her of Spencer's death is similar to our own. She simply couldn't believe he would vanish into thin air. To be honest, neither can we. No death, no body. Could it be that Lulu's awakening is what we need to find Spencer at last? It didn't appear that Spencer's departure would be permanent when Nicholas Alexander Chavez originally left. When we found out that the gifted actor would not be returning, that somewhat changed, but Spencer doesn't have to be dead indefinitely. Lulu was a pretty damn brilliant investigative journalist before to her coma, and she finds it hard to accept that Spencer is no longer among us. What if she decides to start digging once she's somewhat acclimated to life in Port Charles? She could investigate and perhaps, just possibly, learn the truth about Spencer's fate. More significantly, she might be able to locate him alive and bring him home, no matter where he is. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, so please don't forget to subscribe my channel and don't miss any update.